Hello. It is August 11th, I think, for sure. Sunday, August 11th. And I just wanted to check in. I'm kind of in a limbo waiting for my surgery date, which is September 23rd. And I weighed in at my pre op appointment on July 17th or 19th. Can't remember which. I think it was the 17th. That was my surgeon pre-op appointment. Weighed in at 276. Um, and I've just been trying to maintain the pre-op diet. And I've loosely done that. Certainly have not done that perfectly. I think I'm kind of averaging 276, 280. And I kind of am bouncing back and forth. I think that the hardest part for me right now is not that the diet is boring, because it's not. It just is the same thing. And when I try to get creative, like, the 400 calorie meals, when I eat them lean cuisine, or actually there's this one that I like that's better. It's called Michelina's. It's actually cheaper too, but it just, they taste better. When I eat those, I do all right. When I try to do it myself, I think that I'm intaking more calories than, obviously I'm intaking more calories than I would if I was doing it, the prepackaged way. And so I think that there's some learning to do there. I still haven't bought a scale for weight, a weight scale for meat, so that I can accurately kind of know what I'm eating. Like yesterday I had some steak and I'm guessing it was 3 ounces. So I really need to get that, because I think that will be better. The other piece is, I've definitely fit in, a larger size meal and then tried to drink my dinner, or, like I've done those things, which, obviously are not, things that we need to be doing. But at the same time, like, this is not a sprint. It's, the rest of my life. And, I'm not ever going to not want to eat things that are not on this plan. So I think this is good, because I'm also learning, like, how to do this for the long haul. Instead of, I can do anything. I think I've said this on many videos before. I can do anything for a short period of time. And not allowing this to be a short period of time has been very frustrating for me, because it's just a different game at that point. The other day, sometime last week, it was super hot, and I had a super stupid day at court, and decided to go buy a Blizzard, and I still don't regret that. I ate a small Blizzard. It was like 300 calories. It was more than I needed to eat that day. Those things. Like, obviously I'm sure I gained a pound or two that day. Either way, I'm not outrageously doing it. I'm not just throwing in the towel. I'm not back at 300 pounds. So I'm obviously doing some things as well. So this morning I weighed in at 278. So I'm not, I don't know, like, some things are working. I want to say that. And I also think I could be doing better, and I could be, in the 60s right now, and I'm not there. And, but I'm not going to allow myself to beat myself up, because, like I said, this is not a sprint. Am I saying that backwards? I don't need to do this all, in 5 seconds and be the best. Like, this is about the rest of my life, and it's, it's worth putting the time in to figure it out, to do it right. So there's that. I just joined a gym. I've tried a few ideas out. I really miss being part of a gym, and the hard part for me is fitting that in my schedule. Right now I work about a half hour from my house in a certain direction, and the last gym that I joined was the opposite direction. So to go there, I would have to pass my house by about 15 minutes, and consequently I never went there. I have a 3-year-old. I like to go home and hang out with him, and so it's been really hard to decide to work out after work without seeing him. And then for a couple of times this works, go home and go for a walk with him, do something with him. But a lot of times he's having a meltdown, or he's doing whatever he's doing, and he's had walks already and he's not feeling it. And then I get home and I am settling in with him, and then I didn't have my opportunity to work out. And so it's been hard to decide how to do that and what avenue is going to be best for that. I'm outside of the gym right now. I settled on a 24-hour fitness, somewhat in between my, not directly, but somewhat in between my home and my work, and only 10 minutes away from my home. So like today on Sunday and yesterday I came here, and it wasn't that bad. My kiddo also is with his dad on the most weekends, and so I get to spend however long I get to spend here Saturday and Sunday and not feel pressured, and it's not really pressure, just not feel like I'm missing time with him. So Saturday and Sunday are easy for me, and working it in the other days are what's hard for me. I really like that the 24-hour fitness has an app that allows you to like put in the days that you want to be working out and which type of workout you want. Like I have, a longer lower body workout for Sunday that I've entered, and a longer upper body workout for Saturday because I know I have time on those days. And then I've entered smaller, like 30-minute workouts on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that's really cool. And they give you different ideas, because the other thing I end up doing at the gym is I go on the treadmill for 10 minutes, and then, because I hate cardio, and then I go and do the same machines, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's better than not doing anything at all, but it doesn't push me the same way. And so it's really cool. I just figured this out today, that it creates a workout for you. And so even creating these specific, warm-ups that are going to target the areas that you want to target that day. And so for today, instance, today I did a bunch of things that I've never done to warm up, and they were not difficult, and they were, kind of right where I needed them to be. And really appreciate that. And that comes with the membership, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to following that. I'm going to continue to follow it this week. And if it worked as well as it did for me today, I'm going to be pretty pleased with that. They also gave me a free trainer, just one session, but that was really helpful yesterday. I may, want to invest in at least once a month meeting up with him, just to see, where I'm at and what I'm doing. And I think having that guidance from somebody knowledgeable will help keep me on track. So those are, the highlights of my my physical stuff right now. I'm really trying to be focused on building this back into my own self-care. I love working out, and it's always, weightlifting the most has always been a huge carrot for me. And I know for sure, like, putting energy into making that a constant commitment is going to be, just essential to me being successful in the future. So I'm excited. I feel really good about that. And the protein shakes in the morning with the 2 shots of espresso have saved my ass. I absolutely still love it. I'm not getting bored with it. Sometimes I'll do caramel shakes, Premier. It's all Premier Protein. I really love Premier Protein right now. We'll see what my tiny tummy decides to love later. But sometimes I do caramel, sometimes I do chocolate, sometimes I do cookies and cream. But yeah, 2 shots of espresso, which I make at home because I have an espresso maker, ice, and a Premier shake has been my breakfast consistently. And then around 10:30, depending on when I woke up a little late today, so right now, as you can see, I'm eating a banana. So I tend to I really am relying on bananas. I get a lot from them. I didn't realize I was kind of missing whatever I wasn't getting from them before. So I have a banana every day, unless I run out and I have, no ability to have one. In the morning, I really like a piece of fruit or a serving of fruit. And so if I'm at work and I don't have a banana, there's a little market in my job, and they have these little peach cups or mixed fruit cups. I might have that instead. And then lunchtime, I do the low calorie meal. And then, like I said, sometimes I try to figure out what that portion size could be, and it's not as perfect as it would be if I was buying it or using it from the frozen meal. But sometimes I need to vary, because like I said, this is not This is about making lifelong changes. And so I have gone out with my coworkers, and I have gone to, say, Denny's, and figured out what I could order. I've like cut this, like I had like a steak, like a piece of steak that they say is 8 ounces. So I'll cut it in half, and I'll know that that's close to 4 ounces, and I'll be able to count that. And then there's, one side that's like red potatoes, and it'll tell you either online or in the menu how many calories that is. And then there's like some, roasted vegetables. So I have been making some other decisions. That's what I mean by other decisions. So like loosely 400, it might be 450, it might be 460, it might be, and then, but I mean, it's working for me. And I know that helps keep it not boring, and helps me not feel like I am like never ever going to be able to go out with the girls and eat lunch. And, so that's been pretty positive. I get into trouble because I'm a chip person, and I always want like a crunchy thing. And so I definitely have had bags of chips as a snack in the afternoon. I try to stick to the like baked Lays that are 140 calories. It is not on the pre-op diet. I do not recommend getting to that habit. And, there's a lot of talk about like if they are our favorites and we overdo them, we try not to do them. And I definitely am there with chips. And I have not been perfect about that. I've been trying out protein bars, which I have not really found one that I love. I did try the one, I think it's called One, and I tried like a donut. It's like a maple donut, and that was not horrible. But I don't know if I'll buy it again. It's not so good that I want to buy it again, but it wasn't so horrible that I couldn't eat it. I have had lots of other protein bars that I can't even eat. I can't even get them down, so I have to give them away or throw them away or not buy them anymore. I do like the Kind bars, but I'm just looking for something that packs a little bit more protein, and I haven't been able to find that without it tasting like crap. So, I mean, to my taste, tasting like crap. So the Kind bars, I think, are only like 12 or 15 grams of protein, but they're the ones that have just nuts and then like some drizzled chocolate, and they're just more, I can stomach them more. They don't have that fake protein taste. Yeah, so I'm, looking for better options there. Gonna have to keep trying trying out different things I haven't tried to see if I like them. One thing that I think has been fantastic for me is I did try the protein waters. So I've tried Premier Protein water. I think it's called Clear. And there's like the Clear peach mango, which has been really amazing. I love that one. And I tried another one. I can't remember what it's called right now, but there's like a varied pack, like grape and possibly mixed berry and coconut. I don't do coconut, but I gave those to my wife and she likes them. And I love the other ones. And those are all like 15 to 20 grams of protein. I think the peach mango has 20 grams and the other ones have 15. But that's just really cool. It tastes like a treat. It doesn't taste like something I'm torturing myself with. It's a great addition after working out. I have one in my gym bag or my lunch bag right now. Oh, let me grab it. It'll tell me how many it is. I have one right now with me, and I'm going to be able to take it. Protein. It's Protein 2O water. 15 grams of protein, 60 calories, 0 sugars. This one is Harvest Grape. This one is my favorite. It's really, really good. I love the Peach Mango Premier Protein water as well. And like I said, I just throw that in my lunch bag and, spend a little over an hour working out, having my banana. I'm going to pop open that protein, water. And so, before lunch, I'll even have already, 45 grams of protein. It just puts me in a good place to eat a better lunch, not go crazy, not crave a bunch of carbs. I really, really love that. So that's what's working for me, and kind of where I'm struggling. And, overall I'm doing all right, and I'm ready for surgery to happen. I've seen some of my friends and my coworkers that get to have their surgeries, and I'm just jealous, and I'm ready for it to happen, but my time will come. It's the 11th, so I still have a month and a half. We'll see. I'll try to check in a couple of weeks, let you guys know where I'm at. Hopefully I will be down a bit and still really rocking this fitness. I think I mentioned that my surgeon really asked, one of the things he asked me to focus on was increasing this piece, because you know, the more fit that my body is, the better it's going to heal after surgery, and the more I can like bounce back and be up and running. So I'm trying to do that. All right, hope everybody is well, and I will try to check in a couple weeks.